Today I'm going to show you a bit about Zoom events, and I have set up a Zoom event. So I'm going to just share with you what I've done here. And I like Lego, so I just said I'll set up a Lego Zoom event as a sample, taking place on the 29th of May. This would be the event page. You would have the logo of any company you want. Let's say in this example, it's Lego, a photo, and on the photo, you can put a video that lasts, I think it's up to 60 seconds. It could be 30 seconds, is why I timed it for 30 seconds. So when you click on it, you'll see it's a little Lego video that I put in there in the background. You can have who it's organized by, the company, what category it falls under, and you can share the event to other people. You can mark it as a favorite. If you're recording the event may be recorded, the event may be live streamed, and all the description there where you're going to meet Lego Batman, Lego Builder, and Mrs. Lego. And remember, everything is awesome. Underneath the sessions of what's happening on the day, we have a track 1 and a track 2. So you can do multi-track sessions, so have 2 sessions going on at the same time, in which case people that have bought tickets can maybe enter track 1 and not track 2. You can have tickets that enter every area of the virtual event, or you can have tickets that just enter a certain area as well. So here's all the sessions that's going to happen on, for example, Sunday, May the 29th, 2022. We have a keynote with Lego Batman, blue square discussion, and a red square discussion. As you can see, one's on track 2 and one's on track 1. So they will be doing it at the same time, and you could have people going into one or the other meeting on that. A track on, or a meeting on Duplo and how to visit Legoland. So if I clicked into a keynote with Lego Batman, you'll see what Lego Batman will be talking about, and also another 30-second video that you can design to play out and have Lego Batman telling you what he is going to be discussing in his keynote speaker. Love that scene of Lego the movie, Lego Batman the movie. Then you have the blue square discussion and who's speaking. Fonz Lego Man and Chet Lego Man, and then you have red bowler hat Lego Man and anxious Lego Man talking about red squares and everything about them. And then visiting Legoland, you can have again a video for each one. Each video has to be 30 seconds in length, and I think it's up to 50 megabytes in size. The speakers, you can have featured speakers at the top and your list of speakers. And again, once you click into them, you can see what each speaker is talking about or what they are appearing in. You have your sponsors and your platinum sponsors. And again, if you have a load of sponsors, if I click into Lion Limited, I had a little video about Lion. You can have different ticket tiers. So if I decided to register, I can get a free ticket, which is for all tracks. You can set them up as free tickets. You can set them up as cheap tickets. That's €10 VIP tickets for all tracks. Cheap tickets is only allowing you in track 1. So this is what I was talking about earlier, that you could have tickets that are for a certain area of the virtual event and not for others, or you can have an access all area, or you can have free tickets, and you can put any price on that, and that links in with Stripe as the payment gateway. Next, I'm going to show you how we as Extreme Technology Solutions will set up the event for you and how we will run it on the day. So here we have the May Day Lego event. I was going to have this set for May Day, but got a bit delayed. So taking place on May the 29th, and how many tickets are sold. I had set it at 80 tickets at the time. We can do up to 500 tickets for you, whether they be free or whether they be a paid tier, and how it's a conference for one day. And the tickets are on sale. And if I go in, I can edit the event. This is the hub that's for Extreme Technology Solutions. The conference name, short description, what category it falls under. We can add loads of different categories if you wanted to. A free or paid event, we have it as a paid event, and the date and the times that it will be open for. The lobby is, if you want to have it up to a month in advance, you can have any attendees that have bought tickets to be able to attend the lobby and network with other people. You can have this as a day beforehand, a month beforehand, and when the lobby will close. So usually about a month afterwards is the maximum closing date for people to network in the lobby. And it's a little chat area. They can network, they can send videos to each other, they can video call each other through Zoom, etc. So you can have that on or off depending on what type of event you're using, and then co-editors and event links. So this is a preview of what it appears like. I'll just move this over to one side and hide the preview for now, and go into the conference profile. So the company logo, we had it up the top. So we had Lego and then the main conference masthead. We added a video or a picture that has to be in the size of 1920 by 1080 pixels. Zoom does its best to try and resize images, but to have it looking well, it's best to have it in 1920 by 1080. In addition to video, there you go, you can have 60 seconds of a minute of a video on the launch page, the landing page, along with the conference details and main contact info as well. Fundraisers, if you are a charity, this really depends on American charities of the 501c3. You can have that switched on if need be. The in-session branding, well, what this does is if you want to have a wallpaper behind the main page when people are joining either Zoom webinar or Zoom meeting, this will have a background, and I'll show you that shortly. So I made at default a Lego background on the wallpaper and a virtual background of Lego that will appear. So no matter how many people join in on the conference and how many speakers there is, this background will appear instead of a black background. And you can also do a final third, or what would be known as a name tag, and you can set that as default. So if everyone is on the same Zoom app, they will have these features switched on. So it will override the virtual background like I have on at the moment for them. The sessions, you can just add as many sessions as you want, whether they be webinars where it's a keynote speaker and a group of people, or whether you want to have little mini breakout rooms where you can have meetings as well. And meetings, so if you're familiar with Zoom webinar, it's really a virtual front of stage and none of the attendees can talk to each other, and they can ask questions and answers, whereas a meeting you can have the breakout room. So you can do a mixture of both during a conference for the day, along with if people aren't attending one of the meetings and just want to network in the lobby, you can have that switched on as well. So I have keynote with Lego Batman from 9 to 10. I have two tiers, so the blue and the red discussion. The Duplo at 11 and 12 to 1, we have visiting Legoland. And if I want to edit any of them, I can just click on the three dots and either feature the session or edit the session. So I'm going to edit it, and you can have what time it starts at, whether it's a webinar or a meeting, session image. The video has to be 30 seconds, you can do up to 60 seconds in length of the video. I've set most of these as 30, and primary speaker, there are other speakers, and if you wanted to include alternative hosts and what track is on. So you can have as many tracks as you want. I call them track 1 and track 2 in this regard. In-session branding, you can have the webinar wallpaper to switch on as previous, and you can have you can customize the in-session experience for each person, how all the hosts and speakers will look on screen. So you can have a lot of pre-selected materials, along with polls and quizzes. So you can set up for example, I set up one there of who is more popular, Lego Batman or Lego Superman, and that could appear at any time during the session. The interpreters, if you had any language interpreters, and session controls. So if we want to have the chat from this session also appearing in the lobby, or if you want to live stream any of the sessions as well. Same for any of the meetings and any of the other webinars that are taking place. And to add one, you can just add a session manually and decide whether it's sponsored, and those are all the options available to you, and we can have as many sessions as we want. The speakers, you just add the speakers as you need with a photo. So for example, if I want to edit Lego Batman, the speaker logo's there, photos there, 2 megabytes, 160 by 160 pixels. Again, Zoom will try and resize their email address, their company logo, company name, their company website address, their speaker video. You can have a speaker video there, their position and title, a little biography of 2,000 characters, and their social media profiles, whether it be Twitter, YouTube, or LinkedIn. The Expo, I haven't turned on. This is a new feature on Zoom events, that you can start building an Expo. These are little virtual tables, for a better word, that people can hop into, talk to people in different areas as a sort of a virtual Expo. You see a little circle around people where they're standing and around virtual booths, and you can drag yourself in and talk to the booth, or you can talk to people directly as well, as more of a virtual feeling as well. So I showed you earlier on how the background will work. So I'm going to go in and show you when on the day what the Zoom will look like. Okay, guys, so this is if we were having a webinar and I was presenting. I have set it that this brick background is the virtual background, and if all speakers were speaking at the webinar, they would have this Lego background. This could be any background that you want. Also above is, and all the red bricks, that's the Lego wallpaper. So if there was more than 2 people talking, you could have it side by side that Zoom creates, and spotlight them, and you could have any type of background you want, or you could brand it in any way, shape, or form that you want.